Who's the most famous person you've ever met? Have you met a famous politician, maybe a movie star or singer, or maybe you've met a professional athlete? I haven't really met anyone super famous, but when I was a teacher, I did get to go back to Washington, D.C., and I was able to meet with both of the Oregon senators at the time. Now, this was back in the 90s when Gordon Smith was the Oregon senior senator and Senator Wyden was the junior senator. It was pretty amazing to sit in their offices, though, and to talk with them about education and some of the issues facing education, particularly in Oregon. And I've always been interested in the royal history of the kings and queens of England. I think it would be really interesting to live in a monarchy versus a democracy. What I find even more interesting is how the monarchy of England has changed over the years. The kings and queens of this time period don't have the same type of power that the kings and queens of England had, say, like back in the time of Henry VIII. Well, this week, we've been looking at the birth of Jesus and the king that came to earth. But Jesus was not the kind of king that the Jews were anticipating. He wasn't born in a royal palace. He did not have servants and subjects. In fact, Jesus came to serve others, not to be served. That's one of the main reasons why in John chapter 1 we read, He, meaning Jesus, came into the very world He created, but the world did not recognize Him. The one thing that may be similar to current royalty is the fact that Jesus did have someone who came before Him and announced that the King was coming. John the Baptist went before Jesus and declared that he was baptizing people with water, but there was going to be someone coming who John himself was not even worthy to be his slave or to untie the straps of his sandals. When the priest questioned John the Baptist about who he was, John just simply quoted Isaiah saying, "I am a voice shouting in the wilderness, clear the way for the Lord is coming." John clearly told people that Jesus was coming, but the world still did not recognize Him. My encouragement to you as we go through this New Testament journey together is this. As you're reading, ask yourself why Jesus was so difficult to be recognized as a king. When you notice and understand all the reasons why Jesus would not have been recognized as the Messiah, it is then that you will begin to see that if you want to be like Jesus or be a follower of Jesus, you will also need to live a life that is not recognized by the world. This is the upside down kingdom that Jesus was telling everyone about.